Yo, what it do, everybody, man? We are live on this Monday, man. Yes, it's Monday, July 29th. Welcome, everyone, to a new episode of the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. What's goody? Yeah, man, this is kind of like a first for me. Live on a Monday night, man. Man, yeah. Today is also my little man's birthday, so he's two. Man, he just been had a hell of a weekend, man. And I think he just, had some cake and everything else and just fell asleep in his chair. But man, yeah, man, yo, it's Monday. It's time for Monday Night Raw in just a bit. But you guys, like I said, this is a new episode of the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. We were not live this past Saturday. Had whole lot of things going on for his family, spending family time. And also, man, my little man birthday party was yesterday as well. So I decided, man, come on live right before Raw and start talking about some stuff that I definitely want to talk about for real, you guys. Man, we got SummerSlam coming up this weekend, as well as the Bobby Lashley story. Also, a lot of people are on the fence right now with the way Triple H has been booking certain superstars for certain superstars. I'm just gonna say that. And also, man, of course, we got Monday Night Raw live tonight, and definitely going to be chatting about that. But before all the good stuff, you guys, man, if you're new to the show and if you haven't done so already, I don't know what you're waiting for, you guys, man. Definitely do me a huge favor. Like it, leave a comment, it, share it, you guys. Yes, definitely share it, and also don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. All right, man. Now that's out the way, you guys, man. And it's time to talk some good old wrestling, man. For real, that good old wrestling. Appreciate all my guys, man. Brian B, Warren Marlowe, as the commission guys, man. We of course will be back. We've been taking a short little break, but my guy Warren doing his thing, Brian as well, if you've been following him. So definitely shout out to my guys right there, man. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Actually, I'm gonna get into it. I know, like I said, Monday Night Raw is going to be live tonight in just a bit. But before I start talking about Monday Night Raw, I want to talk about something that has been very interesting, sort of say, man. Over the last couple of weeks, man, a lot of fans has been been an uproar, especially in a certain community. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I might get in trouble, but in the black community, about one Pacific superstar, man, in particular, Bobby Lashley. You guys, yes, Bobby Lashley. If you guys haven't heard, over the last week or so, their contract is coming up with WWE, and it looks like WWE is choosing not to resign Bobby Lashley. Rumors that it was a deal out on the table, and of course, Bobby Lashley did not want to take the deal just yet. He wanted to also still see, he also wanted to see as well what is his value out on the independent wrestling market, and of course TNA is definitely, having a little takeover right now, sort of. They're really doing the damn thing. AEW is, doing their thing too. But, however, you guys, man, Bobby Lashley. Now, I probably will be the only one to admit. Now, I wasn't the biggest Bobby Lashley fan. That don't make just because I wasn't the biggest Bobby Lashley fan that doesn't make what about to say or sort of like true or whatnot. Like this is facts or whatever. But man, Bobby Lashley. I remember when Bobby when Bobby first debuted in WWE. He was on the SmackDown brand, and of course, we growing up, man. I was always a huge fan of Monday Night Raw. It was on Mondays. It was live. It was Raw, and SmackDown, of course, was pre-taped then on a Tuesday, came on the Thursday or a Friday, but however, man, Bobby Lashley was on that show and he had this light voice, and I'm like, yo, man, this guy is buff as I don't know what. He's like the, no offense in a way, he was like the black version of Bobby Lashley. I mean, Brock Lesnar. When Brock Lesnar, took his ball and went to the trial for the NFL and everything like that. And yeah. Bobby Lashley was there, man. And I was like, okay, I see what they're doing, but I don't know if I can 100% get behind the guy, man. Like, it was the voice. I just wasn't getting it. And for me, um, about wrestling, man, is more than what you just do inside the middle of the ring. How you make me feel emotionally, on the mic, and communicating, promos and stuff, and not just, what he did in the ring. I mean, we seen a lot of guys back in them days who was 6 feet tall, 300 pounds, real big muscles, everyone on steroids, just fucking shit up, So I wanted to see a little bit more of Bobby Lashley. But like I also said, SmackDown wasn't the show, or at least my show, at that point. So I really wasn't paying too much of attention to him. But Bobby Lashley, of course, they had big moments in his career, but then he, was released. He did some other stuff, came back to WWE, and I was like, okay, maybe I can get behind Bobby Lashley, and it took some time. And it wasn't until the pandemic. It wasn't until the pandemic, and we saw MVP team up and align himself with Bobby Lashley. Now, MVP, man, he knows talent. He really do. MVP had a dope career. Everything he did in WWE, becoming United States champion, working with Matt Hardy, all that great stuff, man. It was really, really cool. But man, it was like Bobby just he needed something. And I also say this about Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura is one hell of a talent. He haven't been on TV lately, and we've seen what he was doing last week in Japan, wrestling AJ Styles and also Cody Rhodes in a triple threat match, which totally awesome, man, totally awesome. But Shinsuke Nakamura is one guy that I was like, yo, man, this guy, if he get a manager, a mouthpiece, he'd be through the moon, man. And I felt like that with Bobby Lashley. And then 2020 hit, and Bobby Lashley was paired up with MVP, and man, oh man, we eventually got the Hurt Business. We eventually got the Hurt Business, and everybody was like, yo. And I think the Hurt Business was, it, it, it it came at the right time. That's what I'm trying to say. The Hurt Business presented itself at the right time in WWE, or just in wrestling and in the world, man. Like before 2020, sort of to say, a lot of the black guys such as Bobby Lashley or MVP sort of say, didn't get really that big opportunities, man. They really, they was just shoved to the side, but when the world was in chaos and everything was going on from left to right, you name it, man, it was just like Black Lives Matter, right? And I mean, like, I'm like, let's just be honest. And then it was because in WWE, like I said, in WWE, you didn't get that much representation. Coco Beware never became WWE champion. The Junkyard, none of these guys did, man. Not even Booker T wrestling Triple H at WrestleMania 19, where you felt like that was Booker T's moment, But at that period of time in 2020, it was just like, okay, like that's literally how I felt. It was like Bobby Lashley um, came a main attraction in WWE. You had who was Apollo Crews. He was on his little rise of the Nigerian or whatever it was, which was cool. But it was just like, man, you left to right. Every black superstar was really accomplishing stuff. Big E won the Money in the Bank. He went on to become champion. So it was like at that period of time, I feel like it was like I don't want to say we're past that. I would love to see more black superstars, African American superstars in the limelight, man, on Raw, on SmackDown, hell on the card on SummerSlam. But I do want to say this right here. I do want to say yes. I do want to keep this definitely going on and having you know um variety of what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a specific word. But I do want to keep having, a lot of, black superstars, black wrestlers get opportunity in the world of professional wrestling, man. I really do. But however, with Bobby Lashley, man, once MVP was not with them no more, it just went all the way downhill. Now, the whole thing with Omos, I guess that, was what it was. But Bobby Lashley needed something. And Bobby Lashley, I mean, MVP sort of made Bobby Lashley. And without MVP, Lashley was just lost in the sauce, man. He was lost in the sauce, and it just sort of went back down the hill for a lot of the guys, man. And I do want to also note one thing. And, when I was growing up, man, of course, representation, that was the word I was looking for. I didn't see a whole lot of representation in wrestling where it was a lot of black superstars. And if it was black superstar shit, their matches were 5 minutes. They wasn't getting world title shots. And I mentioned the Booker T and Triple H. And I remember that specifically. That was like WrestleMania 16, known as WrestleMania 2000. Favorite WrestleMania of all time, I think, because I saw it, and it's my first WrestleMania, and it holds a special place in my heart. And then WrestleMania 19, that as well. So seeing Triple H and Booker T back in 2003 go at it, and Booker T not walking away with the championship, I didn't understand, the back news. I mean, it wasn't no social media. It wasn't nothing like that, man. You just was like, oh, Booker T, damn, he should have won, but he did not win. And years later, and you know, social media come ablaze, and the whole internet wrestling community, just like, some racist stuff were, we're going on. We're going on a little bit. So I never was sort of angry to a point where it was like, golly, man, my favorite black wrestler ain't on here. Nah, I ain't watching, man. I mean, The Rock is half black and Samoan, but we all know The Rock really favors his Samoan side more than anything. But I mean, dog, man, I just loved it wrestling, man. I just loved the storytellings, man. And it wasn't until 2020 when everything was just fucking chaos, man. And it was like left to right. Um, what's my man? My rich homie Swan. Rich homie Swan, he became the TNA world champion. It was just like many people in the world, man, who was black wrestlers who weren't getting opportunities. Damn it, man, it was the time to give them opportunities, man. It's just crazy it may sound, if you kind of like get my drift, that's where it was just going. But dial it back. Bobby Lashley, man, everybody is upset about Bobby Lashley, may not getting re-signed with WWE. I mean, the fans chose to cheer Bobby instead of boo. I mean, Bobby and the Street Profits, where they tried to do something new with them, but it didn't work out. It really didn't work out at all. So, I mean, I mean, I wish the best for Bobby Lashley, man. If he started her business elsewhere, TNA, like kudos to them, man. I just want everybody to, be happy. I know, it just ain't working out in WWE for Bobby, but is other place right now that's thriving, like I mentioned, TNA, AEW, so many other wrestling promotions where they can go and do their thing, man. So that sort of goes into my next topic in a way where a lot of people are shaming this guy right here, man. Like, we was praising this guy like fucking 6 months ago, a year ago, like, oh man, Triple H taking over, hell yeah, like he's in charge, yeah, man, we gonna, yeah, like, but now all of a sudden it seems like people were sort of shitting on my man, Hunter, like he's not booking, you know, uh, booking these, in a way, these black wrestlers. Nobody. I saw a post was like, "Yo, man, nobody's on the card. There's nobody on the SummerSlam card is black." And I'm like, "Well, damn." So I mean, I understand. Though, like, I like the Los Angeles Lakers, and I don't know if that's the best um example, but I'm gonna stick with wrestling. I love wrestling, and just because, like I said, I don't see now that it'd be cool, it'd be nice, especially if I was a little kid and I had aspirations and dreams of growing up to be a professional wrestler. You feel me? Or if I wanted to grow up to be a doctor or whatever like that. Like, oh, okay, I see someone that looks like me. I can do it. You feel me? Like, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, man. Come on, man. I think Triple H is in his bag right now. He's really doing the damn thing. A lot of people are not, rocking with Hunter just yet. But I think Hunter is a long term story booking guy. And I think also we have been accustomed to the way Vince McMahon, was booking WWE for the longest, man. We were accustomed to that and was just like, some of us was just like, hey, man, it's fine with me. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. And then, when Triple H comes in, and then you got others who was like, something is wrong with it, though. But I mean, hey, I'm checking it out. But Triple H come in the game, he do some shit that's different that we ain't used to, or that Vince always did, or book this person like it was. And it was just like, nah, man, I ain't rocking with him, dog. Like, I feel like when Triple H, man, was booking NXT, everybody was just like, even the talent backstage, they just knew how good NXT was, man, and just how the business just felt. Even the guys down in NXT when Triple H was running it, from now to now, when he's running the business, and you hear a lot of superstars say, man, this place is just so much refreshing. This place is so much um new in a way, because you got Triple H here, man, and you get that. Okay, man, look, we give you a promo, and you ain't got to go out there and just read it word for word, put your spin on it, and everything else, and sort of how Vince was is just like, hey, take it, and you better say it word from word. But I give Triple H his flowers, man. I definitely give him his flowers because, dog, man, I'm gonna get to Monday Night Raw, man. But yeah, Bobby Lashley, man, I wish you the best, man, Bobby. And if the Hurt Business ever come back, that'd be great. I don't know if it would. I mean, Shelton Benjamin is a free agent, and of course Bobby Lashley, and hey, we'll see. But peace and love to my guy Bobby, man, for real, and MVP as well. Definitely, definitely. All right, you guys, man. One thing I do want to say, man, and this story has definitely been heating up over the last couple of weeks right here, man. I was like, yo, did she lick him? Like literally, did she stick her tongue out and lick him? Like Dominic Mysterio right now, bro. Dominic Mysterio right now has to be one lucky son of a bitch, man. I'm telling you. He got to be one lucky son of a gun, man. He's in the middle. He's in the middle between Rhea Ripley and this shorty right here, Liv Liv Morgan. Boy, oh boy, boy. Like, good. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. She fine. She fine. She fine as hell, boy. For real. When she did that little spin last week, I said, "Oh shit!" But yeah, yeah, man, Dom Dom. I don't know, man. Who? I look at look. I'm gonna get into some SummerSlam predictions, but right now, I feel like, of course, uh, Dominic has been having the time of his life right now, and I don't know if you really want to go back to Rhea Ripley, like, even though she is mommy, and it's something that Liv Morgan got on Dominic Mysterio. I don't know what it is, but when he said what he said last week in Spanish or whatever it was, I was like, oh man, like Dom Dom, man, don't fuck it up though. But when she turned around in this face right here, dog, it reminded me of just about almost, not almost, but a lot of Lifetime movies, man. You seen Shawty, that chick in the movie, man, and she get rejected. Oh, it's like one of them movies where it's like, oh, the next door neighbor, and the husband moves in, and she want to come over, and she want to bring housewarming gifts, and the wife gone to work, and she sees him, and then she throws herself at him, and he rejects her, and she just start crying. And this shit is gonna get crazy, bro. Real real crazy though. But Dom Dom, man, like, I don't know, man. Like, dog, you the man. You the man right now. And I know, looking back at Dominic Mysterio, especially like 2019, 2020, definitely like 2020, 2019, where Dom was coming in to the WWE, was teaming with his dad and stuff. And a lot of people was like, oh, hell no, man. Like, send him to NXT. And they eventually did, won the North American Championship, became champion, all that stuff. But I think, man, Dominic Mysterio is becoming into his own man right now. And I think this story, with him and Rhea, and not only him with Rhea, but him being in the Judgment Day, has just really brought out a lot in Dominic Mysterio. Like, I'm loving it. I don't know about you guys, man, but I am loving it all the way, man. For real. Everyone who's watching, man, and tuning in, definitely hit the like button, subscribe, and also tell me you guys' predictions on SummerSlam, because I'm definitely about to get into that right now. But before I get into that, I gotta ask you guys, man, how do you guys feel about Seth freaking Rollins, man? Yes, look at, I love Seth freaking Rollins, and it is almost by default, man. My little man, which I just said early in the show, he turned 2 today. He had a birthday party yesterday, and I got him an action figure. This is the second Seth Rollins action figure that I got him though. But when he saw it come out the bag, he was like, Seth freaking Rollins. And I also, it just happens to be here, but I got him a WWE WWE Championship belt, and he cannot stop playing with it at all. Like, he got everything, from football, basketball, ball, everything, man. He just loved the belt. And he loves Seth freaking Rollins too. So but you guys, man, how do you guys feel about Seth freaking Rollins being the special guest referee in this big matchup that has been really been uh going, or heating up since what, January? And I'm talking about, let me get it right, Drew McIntyre taking on CM Punk. The match was made officially on Monday Night Raw last Monday, where Drew McIntyre, or at least CM Punk, wanted to get his hands on Drew McIntyre, but no physicality whatsoever until we get to SummerSlam. And this has literally been the most anticipated matchup throughout the year, man. I mean, Drew McIntyre wants to get back to a point in his career that he haven't been at in a while, since 2020, where he won the Royal Rumble. And not only did he win the Royal Rumble, he won the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. And in the midst of all of this, CM Punk is making this return, while Seth Rollins is the World Heavyweight Championship, and try to still show who's the big best in the world and the workhorse of the company. And yo, CM Punk goes down. He gets injured. Drew McIntyre is, like, he's making fun of him. He poking fun at him. And of course, Seth Rollins, he gets hurt. So we all know the story in between and everything like that. But at what was it? Clash? No, 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 no. What was the last pay per view? Was it Money in the Bank? Money in the Bank. World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Drew McIntyre versus Seth. No, Drew McIntyre. Excuse me. Oh no, Drew McIntyre wins the Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins is taking on Damian Priest. Um, but Drew McIntyre comes in and cashes in, makes it a triple threat. And CM Punk still causes Seth Rollins in a way, which I don't feel like he wasn't going to win anyway. So that's why I was like, no, he didn't cost him. But he cost them the matchup. So now Seth Rollins is like, yo, look here. I want both of you. I want a piece of CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, before you get his hands on him, because he screwed me out of World Heavyweight Championship. So a whole lot of stuff going on. I think this rivalry literally has been the best story in WWE, besides the whole bloodline, man. It really didn't need Seth Rollins. Now I get it, the way they went in the direction they went at Money in the Bank, leading to Seth Rollins getting back into the story. He came over almost near CM Punk and confronted him, and was calling him out like, "Yo, man, like, you just cost me the championship." But that's sort of been, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre for the last 3 months, man. He Drew McIntyre wins it at Mania. He cost him the championship when Damian Priest cashes in. Same thing in his hometown at Clash at the Castle, and of course at Money in the Bank. So boy, like people maybe hating on it was like, oh, Drew need to leave. Drew is just they jobbing Drew out. No, man, literally, this is the best shit. I dig it. Like, I mean, I want to see they get their hands on each other so much, man, because of all this story brewing, man, for real. So while I'm at it, let's go ahead and definitely get into it, man. Here we got SummerSlam coming up this Saturday, you guys, man. I'll give you guys an update. I know I'm supposed to be doing a live watch along, but if the family thing coming up, we're gonna do some family stuff, you guys, but definitely I will give all my reviews and all that great stuff next week. So yeah, like I said, SummerSlam coming up, you guys, man, and one match I'm pretty excited for is this match for the women's championship, Bailey taking on Queen Nia Jax. Nia is the queen of the ring, won the championship at Queen and King of the Ring. I'm all for Nia Jax winning this right here. I think is Nia has been doing some of the best stuff, best work. All right, I need some water. She's been doing some of the best stuff and best work of her career, man. So I got Nia Jax going. What's opening up the show? Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, I really don't know. So, if you are watching Monday Night Raw, because I know it just came on, I'm going to be previewing Monday Night Raw as well. No spoilers. I'm going to be going to be diving into Raw, in just a bit, But like I said, Nia Jax is my favorite to walk away at SummerSlam with the WWE Women's Championship, man. For real. Sexy, sexy Nia Jax, man. And then shout out to Bailey, man. No offense to Bailey, but Bailey, man, is just this run for her has just been bland. I don't know, man. Like I like the BBL. All funny though, but like it's just being bland. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the music. I just don't know, man. She won the Royal Rumble. Kudos. She won the title at WrestleMania against Oscar. I mean, excuse me, not Oscar. Io Sky loved it. It was the time for it. It was the right moment, but I don't know what it is, man. But I'm Team Naya all the way. All right. And I think I said this about Braun Breaker too. I don't know what it was for a moment. I was like, is this a theme song? And he had a new theme song in Money in the Bank. So I'm like, bro, this dude is on a roll, man. Took out Ricochet, taking out everybody, took out Ludwig Kaiser, took out, man, I'm telling you, sparing everybody, he's sparing you through your mama door, bro. Like, for real. Braun Breaker, man, this guy, they're building him up as such a badass, man. The badass Braun Breaker get another opportunity at the WWE Intercontinental Championship this coming weekend at SummerSlam, and I'm all for. And I look at what was it, Money in the Bank? I was like, yo, he did not win. That's very interesting, but I'm all for Braun Breaker winning over Sami Zayn. I mean, Sami, he had a hell of a run. He plays this big underdog where he sort of get his ass whooped throughout the match, and he comes back and hey, I ain't complaining. It ain't the first time we've seen him. We've seen it with John Cena. We've seen it with Hulk Hogan. A lot of other guys though, but Sami Zayn, man. I mean, I love it. I don't know what could be next for Sami Zayn. I know that he's doing his comedy stuff right now, which I would definitely love to see that. But yeah, man. I think Sami Zayn. I was all for Gable winning against Gunther at Mania, but Sami did it. Sami's the champion. Braun Breaker, I got him defeating Sami Zayn at SummerSlam this coming uh Saturday. All right, you guys met. Yeah, all right. This match right here has been the talk of the town for about a year and a half. For real, like about a year and a half, it was hearing it was going to go down at WrestleMania this year. Didn't go down this year at WrestleMania. And been hearing it in between, and it took us a while. Logan Paul has been the United States champion going on for about almost a year now or so. But LA Knight has been having a little difficulties. I don't want to say he having any difficulties though, but that championship opportunity that he had against Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel, man, really set him back a little bit. That set him back. He didn't really bounce back. It was like he fell off, and he was in the United States Championship tournament. They didn't put the belt on him right there, so I guess they wanted to give him the opportunity and make him come from under. He didn't win Money in the Bank, didn't win the United States Championship in that tournament. He wasn't going to win the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns. So now we're back at it with the United States Championship. Will he defeat Logan Paul at SummerSlam? I'ma say, yeah, yeah. I definitely got Logan Paul defeating LA Knight defeating Logan Paul at SummerSlam, which I think that is going to be a nice showdown. Definitely a nice showdown, a big moment for LA Knight, which I think he deserves it and needed. There's a lot of guys deserve it, man, but definitely got to put the work in. Definitely got to put the work in. All right, you guys, man, this matchup right here, we seen it. Been brewing. Gunther is the king of the ring. He won it at the King and Queen of the Ring premium live event a couple of months ago. So, respectively, the Queen of the Ring faces the WWE Women's Champion on their respective brands. Gunther, he's on Raw. He won the King of the Ring. He's going to take on Damian Priest. Now, this matchup right here can go a lot of different ways, man. I mean, they're putting out Damian Priest little documentary, 24 special. I'm thinking they just giving him this and saying, yo, man, this basically thank you for what you've done. Congratulations. Definitely, you be champion again, hopefully. But I mean, like, I don't see Gunther as dominant as he is, as dominant as he's been. Um, and yes, he lost the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, he had to lose it. He's the longest reigning IC champion in history of WWE, which is totally freaking awesome. But I don't just see Gunther losing to Damian Priest at WrestleMania. Now, I mean, like I said, I said I didn't see Drew McIntyre losing in Clash of the Castle against Damian Priest. I mean, like at the Clash of the again. All right. All right. Look, I'm here for it. I'm here for it though. But I think, Damian Priest, if he defeats and beats Gunther, man, he beat Seth Rollins. He beat Jay Uso. He has some people he beat, man. But if he beat Gunther, I think that would literally kind of like, yo, man, like that would like put him up there. Like, cause Gunther, he ain't to be fucking around with. Excuse my language though, but Gunther is the man. So if I had to choose, man, I hate to go against Gunther. I want Damian Priest to maybe hold on it for a little longer, in which he had held on it for some time. Damian Priest is also turning babyface slowly by shortly because, I mean, look at it. I mean, he's going against Gunther. There was no damn way in hell that people were literally they want to have Gunther as a babyface in this. So I'm going with Gunther, man. I'm going with Gunther. I think Gunther will win the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam, and he's going to become a dominant champion, man. We got to look at the World Heavyweight Championship picture on Monday Night Raw. He's really phenomenal. No point intended. He's over on SmackDown though, but yeah, man, you got Damian Priest, who's the champion right now. Gunther, who's the number one contender. You still got Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. You got guys that's up on the in the main picture, the title picture that's is really looking good, man. Really looking good, on either end, however you want to come out on this. If Gunther wins, you tell me he could potentially defend the title against Drew McIntyre. Maybe CM Punk, Seth Rollins. Shit, you seen the little interview last week with Gunther. He really called everybody out for talking trash about him. So, man, I would love to see a lot of those matches, man. For real. A lot of those matches, but I'm gonna go with Gunther on this one right there. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All I just want to say is Roman coming back, man. because my man better come back at SummerSlam. All right, but Cody Rhodes defending his WWE Undisputed Championship against Solo Sikoa. And Solo Sikoa, man, ever since the Friday Night SmackDown after WrestleMania, has been sort of making people or trying to make people acknowledge him in a way. I mean, he didn't say that until what, that Madison Square Garden show. And I was like, oh boy, you done messed up. But he didn't assemble his own bloodline with Jacob Fatu. Is Jacob Fatu praying, or is he, or is he praying? What is he praying for? Is he praying for Paul Heyman to come back to get well? Or is he praying for Roman Reigns? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's funny. I don't like it. But he assembled his own bloodline with Jacob Fatu. Like, man, oh man, you got Tonga Loa, Tonga Loa, Tonga, Tama. Good gracious, say that 6 times fast. Uh, man, you just they got rid of Paul Heyman. Like, man, oh man. So that story, you just thought the bloodline was over with. You was like, yeah, the bloodline is done. But nah, man, this shit just getting crazier and crazier by the week for real. So I got Cody Rhodes winning. I think this matchup is going to come to a point now. If you know they took out Randy Orton, they took out Kevin Owens, so who could possibly come and try to save Cody Rhodes? Shit, if Roman Reigns come out, man, I'm telling you that'd be crazy. The guy who beat you coming out to try to save him, what? But I really think this matchup is going to end in a disqualification. I don't think it's going to be a pinfall or a submission. You got Solo Sikoa coming out there with the entire bloodline, you know, um, and Cody has no one. So it can easily, Solo could win and win the WWE Championship. That'd be shocking. That'd literally be shocking. But however, it could just end in the DQ where it's like, all right, fuck it, we just whip his ass and Roman comes back, man. I think that is the big headline of the night of SummerSlam. Like Roman Reigns returns in shocking fashion. Like, give it to me. I'm ready for it. I'm excited. Like, let's freaking go, man. Man, for real, man. That'll be crazy. That would be crazy. All right, you guys, though, before I do this match, it is one other matchup. I believe hold on, let's see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I believe I am missing one match. Okay, and this matchup is going down. Liv Morgan is going to go one-on-one with the former uh women's world champion and Rhea Ripley right here. And my predictions for this matchup right here, it's simple. Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan needs to win this matchup right here. And to be honest with you, I feel like it's going to play out how the matchup with Liv and Becky. Liv and Becky at Clash of the Queen and King of the Ring. Dom came down. He tried to help out, and he pushed the chair in the ring. So he was sort of trying to give it to. He said he was trying to give it to Becky to try to keep Liv from winning Mommy's title, but he was helping Liv. So I think he's going to try to help Mommy. It's going to look like he's trying to help Mommy, but undercover, underneath the surfaces, he's going to be helping Liv. So I got Liv Morgan winning this all the way. And me personally, they pulled the trigger on putting the title on Liv Morgan at a great time. I kind of thought maybe they was going to hold off with this matchup until WrestleMania. I don't know if we're going to see any type of custody battles. Like Liv versus Dom for the custody. Liv versus Rhea, and whoever wins get custody of Dom. I don't know if or he's being like in a shock cage or some sort. But I got Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan wins, and Dom turned his back on Rhea Ripley. And that whole because you got to be honest with you. I mean, I didn't believe not one word Dom said last week to Liv Morgan. I didn't believe it at all. Damian Priest, like I mentioned, he's slowly becoming a baby face. I mean, how can you not cheer for Carlito? Everything he says is, so, oh yeah, that's cool. And in the position, he was like, yeah, he looks hard. Hey, yo, that was hilarious. He said, man, why are you making this hard? He said, it's not. Looks hard to me. Ah, so funny. But like the Judgment Day is just hilarious though. But I got Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan defeating Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam, man. Definitely. I got that going on, and you could just build towards that, man, and build and build and build towards that story with Mommy and Liv Morgan. So that is going to be phenomenal, man. Definitely going to be phenomenal. I know Raw is on right now. No spoilers, everyone. I'm about to be tuning in to Raw in just a bit, and they're on Sci-Fi tonight. So let's see what they got up their sleeve, man. Let's see. Let's see. All right, you guys. The matchup I feel like should be the main event, the big matchup, the money match. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Okay, I need a water break. A water break. All right, water break is much needed. All right, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre and Seth freaking Rollins, as you can see in the middle, is the special guest referee. Man, I said earlier, I think this story was just going so hot that it didn't need Seth Rollins as the referee, but it was like he's not booked. Hey, Jay Uso's not booked neither, so it's like. But I think Jey Uso is also going to play into effect into the Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan match. Whatever is going on between Jay and Rhea, that seems to be interesting as well. But this matchup, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, been been heating up, been a rivalry since January, late January. I got Drew McIntyre winning. You know what I mean? Why? It depends who plays the heel. I feel like Drew McIntyre would be the heel. It's a lot of people out there that love CM Punk. I don't know. They could boo him. There's a lot of people out there that hate CM Punk too. But I mean, like, I got Drew McIntyre winning this. He goes to extreme measures to make sure he win. Like I, you cost me 3 world championships, and you think I'm just gonna lose? Like, wow. But if CM Punk wins, man, that this story can go on until I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm going with Drew McIntyre winning at excuse me, good gracious, SummerSlam. I got Drew McIntyre winning at SummerSlam, you guys. So let me know in the comments, everyone, man. Who you guys got winning at SummerSlam? Do you got Roman Reigns returning or whatnot, man? So that is going to be very, very interesting. Okay, you guys, literally Monday Night Raw is literally live right now. But tonight, you guys, on Monday Night Raw, we got Seth Rollins giving his referee instructions. And if you're watching Raw already and it came on 17 minutes in, what the fuck is that? Like, I mean, your instructions? I mean, like, I would assume Seth Rollins will have a meeting with Chad Patton or Charles Robinson or something. Be like, all right, look, I mean, like, come on. This ain't too many instructions you can get. I mean, ring the damn bell, count to 1, 2, 3, ring the bell if someone tap out or whatever. It's a 10 count and out. It's not too many instructions unless Seth Rollins got his own instructions. But hey, we're gonna see what this goes, man, tonight on Monday Night Raw, plus a banger, which I believe is going to be the main event of tonight's episode. Then Balor goes one-on-one with the ring general. Gunther, man, that's gonna be fire. Definitely fire. Another match is gonna be fire. Two big men slapping meat, man, for real. Sheamus versus my guy Bronson Reed. I love Bronson Reed, man. When he does that tsunami off the top rope, boy, you ain't getting up. You squish. You squish. Okay, Karrion Cross, man. Uh, I guess Kofi's injured, and maybe this story that they're going with or trying to tell has maybe took a detour. But I mean, like, Karrion Cross versus Xavier Woods, and I would say like let's get to the point here. Let's get to the point. I mean, like I said, Kofi is out, so I don't know if you can really tell the story without the other. But I mean, I got Karrion Cross all the way. Of course, man. I want something new. Excuse me, with the New Day. Haven't been nothing new with the New Day at all. So Definitely want something new with the new day. All right, you guys, man, we got 6 woman tag team action. We got Lyra Valkyrie taking on Katana Chance. Damn, I could not think of the other lady name, man. I'm sorry. Against Zoe Starks, Shayna Baszler, and Sonya Deville, man. Sonya Deville, Zoe Starks, and Shayna Baszler. This little faction they form as three fighters, badass. I like it. I dig it. Definitely a fan of Shayna Baszler, man, but definitely got to get back to the promised land, for real. Definitely. All right, you guys. We have the Creed brothers. They're going to be in action this tonight on Monday Night Raw, taking on Otis and also Tozawa of Alpha Academy. And I'm interested. People are giving up on this White Six thing, man. Like, chill your horses, man. How are you giving up on it? I think it's fantastic, really fantastic. Over the last couple of weeks, obviously Uncle Howdy shared, his story and had his messages to deliver, and then you get Eric Rowan, man, like fantastic. And I think last week we got some of Nikki Cross. Now they might dive into that a little bit more. Not sure. She may not say much, but I'm loving every bit of it and how this story is playing out, man. For real, I think in the day's age, man, the day's society and the day age, we want this shit right now, man. For real. I saw something the other day and it was like, yo, man, they prefer to watch it 15 seconds. They prefer, man, if your video, your shit ain't wrapped up in 15 seconds, bro. That it's a wrap, dog. Like literally, motherfuckers literally like, oh, I got something to tell you. All right, make it quick. And you get the 16, 17 seconds of that conversation, and I'm not interested no more. Like the attention span is really went out the window, like really gone out the window. But if you, man, into that good storytelling and good professional wrestling, man, stay tuned to it, man. Definitely stay tuned to it. All right, you guys, man. Before I roll on out of here, I know a lot of people over in the UK are excited by the news that Triple H broke out last week that they met with the mayor over there, I believe in London, if not the UK, to bring WrestleMania to London, man. I know that is going to be enormous, man. So definitely, man, definitely shout out to that. NXT this coming week, we got the Joe Hendry concert. Looking forward to that as well. The fallout of Blood and Guts on AEW Dynamite, as well as TNA. Man, TNA wrestling has been interesting. I'm all for Mustafa Ali and Nick Minoff as a world champ. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I love it. Nick Minoff versus Mustafa Ali. Take my money, man. I'm here for it. I'm loving it, man. So, yo, this has been another awesome and great edition of the 11:30 podcast. Talk Pro Wrestling, you guys, man. Yo, but before I head on out of here, Beyond 11:30, you guys, is back this Thursday. The crew is back. My girl Harley Chanel. Harley just had a birthday this past weekend. Happy birthday, Harley. Yeah, Harley Chanel and my guy Brian B of the Beeline Entertainment LLC. Definitely make sure you go check out the Beeline Entertainment. My guy Brian B, dope content, amazing content. He's probably live right now on TikTok doing watch along with Monday Night Raw. He's going to be on the panel as well. We're going to be talking grown folks talk, man, relationships, sex, parenting, you name it. So definitely tune in. Also, I think we have a special guest this Thursday too. So, yeah, man, if you're interested in the show and if you dig the show, definitely hit me up so you can be a part of the show too, as well as Talk Pro Wrestling, man. Want to be a guest here on the show? Hit me up and let's talk about it. The 11:30 podcast show, the main show, will return this fall, you guys, for real. Other than that, man, the wrestling show is still back at it, man. Another episode coming at you this coming weekend. And for now, you guys, man, I'm about to go through a bathroom break and cut Monday Night Raw on and enjoy some wrestling, man. For real. Yo, this has been another great episode for myself, Dre, aka Dre on Wells. You guys, man. Yo, stay safe, stay blessed, give all the glory to God, man. Won't he do it? Yo, until next time, peace, you guys, man. Enjoy wrestling tonight, man. Definitely, and definitely enjoy it. All right, you guys, man. I'm out of here. All right. Peace.
The following